And welcome to the Reincarnation tutorials. My name's Alzorath, and for this first episode, we're going to be covering basically getting started and getting your first mage. If you come up here to the top where the banner is, you'll see my cursor floating around right there. You click on the register button, and you'll come up with a little agreement. And this right here, it's basically your general forum agreement. This is to sign up for an account with the Reincarnation. And you just click on I agree with these terms, and it'll pop up a window with a CAPTCHA and that you have to fill out. It's an easy CAPTCHA to do, so that's okay. And you'll end up with an account which you'll log into, and I'm going to log into mine real quick, and I will be right back. And we're back. This is the screen you'll see. I'm scrolling up and down on it. You'll see your login name right there and a lot of information about the different servers, how to donate, and you'll want to check out this Decalogue link. Here, I'll go ahead and click on it real quick. This basically shows you the rules of the game. I will let you read that on your own time. I'll include a link to it in the in the description below, so you can read over that. Basically, don't cheat. Now you have a portal account. By creating that account that you created at the very beginning, you will be able to log into the forums, into the wiki. You'll be able to go onto the servers, and if you scroll down, you'll see the server list right here. For the sake of most of these tutorials, I'm going to be using the solo server. This way, I'm masked, and people won't be able to see which mage I actually am, because I'm recording these and releasing them while this is actually server still going on. For the sake of these tutorials, though, I'm going to go with Eradication Magic, which is a red mage, mostly focused on fire and destruction. The reason I'm going with this is it's the color that has the most diverse use of resources. I can cover demonstrating all three resources in the future tutorials, and it will be the easiest to do that with. If you're new to the game, probably the easiest one for you to learn the basics on will be Ascendant. Most of the principles will carry over. Ascendant generally is the easiest to get started on, but the hardest to master. Nether is also a fairly difficult one to master. It's also got a fairly high early learning curve due to its reliance on population, which I'll cover later. Phantasm is interesting in that it's the most diverse of the colors, but it's also got its difficulty curve in the fact that you have to think a little bit more about what you're going to be using. And Verdant is your nature, it's your trees, your stuff like that. I'd have to say to master it isn't as hard as the other colors, but to get started is a little bit more difficult because you have a lot of interweaving of your abilities and your skills. Eradication's pretty straightforward. There's some advanced tactics which we might cover in future tutorials if I get that far to be doing color specific guides. My primary is Nether. I've played that since the beginning of playing this game, but I'm versed on all the other colors. I've played it long enough that I kind of had to learn. So we'll go ahead and jump on in. And if we click on that, it'll take a little minute to load. There we go. And it says we've made our mage. I'm going to go back to the main page real quick, and I'm going to refresh this just so you can see what it looks like to actually have a mage on the server. If you come down here, you'll notice that it shows my mage name and my mage number. This server just started. I'll be starting tutorials on what to do with your first turns probably tomorrow, but on here you'll see your mage name, your rank, your power, how many messages you have. On solo server, you have a default of 2 messages from the server itself describing rules and such. I'll let you cover those on your own. On this server, you can hold 200. It tells you information about the server right there, by the way. On solo, you don't see your mage ID. You get 1 turn every 7 minutes, and you can store up to 200 turns at a time. You will want to use your turns unless there is a strategic advantage not to. So now if you come down here and you click on your mage, you'll notice I'm in A status. That's apprentice status. You have that for your first 120 turns. You'll load up the main screen. Now, you don't see much on here. If you come in here, you can see your read message and stuff like that. I will cover the different sections in the future tutorials. This is the end of the first tutorial. I'm trying to keep these short. Thank you for watching, and be sure to like and subscribe for future updates, and I will see you next time on the tutorials for the Reincarnation.